Hey guys, Dave here again. I got a new belt, so it's time to go camping. Got to test it out. No, but seriously, I was talking to a friend of mine about my last camp trip, like last week, and she says, "Oh, that's cool. I've never been hammock camping before." Okay, well, I know a good spot. It's 40 degrees Celsius, which is 104 degrees Fahrenheit, or more. It's going to drop like maybe 10 degrees Celsius tonight. It's going to be really hot, so why sleep indoors? I had an extra hammock, so we got it all set up. So there's me, and there's Serena, and we're going to the spot that I was at like May 1st, 4 months ago, and we're gonna set up camp and we're gonna hammock camp. Serena's gonna try it out. Oh, so we're about halfway. We're on the riverside. I'm doing okay because I'm wearing my load-bearing vest, more or less going lightweight. Now, Serena, on the other hand, not so much. She's got a pack full of goodies, and just in case she doesn't like the hammock idea, she's got my lightweight tent, my small little one-person style tent, and my sleep mat. But I don't foresee a problem. I did the same thing for my very first hammock camp. I brought that tent along and about 80 pounds worth of gear. So, boy, there's a lot of little toads all over the place here. So, yeah, halfway to the campsite, and we're walking through a area just full of little toads. It's unbelievable. So many of them. All right. Come into the campsite. So those are the rocks that I was cooking on. I had a little wood pile here, and that is my campfire. That is the little fire pit, and it's got like a tin can and some tin foil and a beer can or two kind of melted down. So, but and then from this tree by Serena and across here to that tree there is where I had my hammock, and that bush there was like, it was little. It was very little. It was almost like non-existent 4 months ago. It's crazy. And then I think those are called lady slippers, I think. So there's a bunch of those all along the riverside, and then some white snake root and some spotted Joe pieweed and acacia, I think that is, and then the river. Very murky, very. I walked out onto there when I was shooting my last video, and it was mostly bare rock. None of that was there. So, and then there was a trail going through there, and I was using that trail to go off and get firewood. So, very overgrown. So yeah, got a ton of spider webs all over me too, just walking around doing that. So still a usable campsite. Just gonna have to clean it up a little bit. So might as well get to work. Kind of burning daylight now. Campsite's cleared out a bit. Got my chair up. Whew. So the last time I went, probably about 6.5, 7 feet on the tripod posts. This time I went 6, my height. And 6 is just a bit too small. So 6.5, 7 is definitely where you want to be for a 6-foot guy in a chair like this. But what my nephew gave me. It's a little cozy, but I don't know, just goes wherever, I guess. And it just so happens to be like perfect for my chair. So that's pretty awesome. Now, if the chair will roll up and go into this, perfect. If not, I'll put it back in the bag that I carried it here in. But all in all, it would be really, really awesome if the chair would actually fit in the, I guess it's a beer cozy, I guess. So, whew, she is hot. I might go sit in the river for a bit. This is crazy. I got a frozen bottle of water. I took it out before I came, and it's a little less than half thawed out. Oh, so yeah, chair could be a little bit bigger, but it'll do for now. It's fine. I'll use it. So next, I think, would be to hang my hammock and get some firewood and I don't know, adjust things around the campsite so I'm not sitting in the fire pit, because right now my foot is actually on the fire pit. But I got my chair up, so well, it's a good thing we came prepared, because the hammock that my brother gave me was really not a hammock. It was kindling. Sorry, Roy, that thing was hunk of junk. It's just, yeah. So we got my little tent here and my sleep pad. The pardon me. Fire pit's here. I got my little chair off to the side here, probably still a little close to the fire pit, but maybe I'll move it over here. And then behind the camera, like directly, is where my hammock is. So the whole campsite is just sort of in this little area. It's kind of tight, but all in all, you know, not too bad. Also, what I did differently from the last time Okay, so I didn't do a gear loadout video for this one like I did the last time, because for the most part, it's the same. My hammock, my sleeping bag, you know, an MRE, the usual kind of stuff. But I did bring my Katadyn Hiker water filter because my Life Straw kind of clogged up and is no good anymore. And that little pot that I had last time, if you saw my video from before, I had like this tiny little pot. It turned out to be just an epic fail. So I got it. Something a little different. So my usual cook kit won't really fit into my vest, and you know, I'm trying to keep everything sort of lightweight and, you know, sort of whatever. So I just went and got this world famous enamel chili mug, baked enamel finish, easy to clean, $6. And I seen like they had a coffee pot made like out of the same thing, and it had like little perk inside, so you put it on heat. So the way I figure it, I should be fine with this, and I will be testing that out this camp trip basically. So got my, you know, little cooking thing, my water filter. This is just sort of, you know, the bags, kind of whatever, and my gloves are in here for handling the fire, and my silky saw as well. And what else did I do differently? Honestly, I think that's about it. I think that's pretty much the only thing that I did different, was the water filter and the different thing to cook in. So for the night, this is home. My little vest, I got a line strung up with some stuff on it. Then my little like one-man pup tent, and then swing around, and there's my chair right in front of the fire pit, so I'll have to move it back, you know, kind of whatever. And then like literally right at my back, like right behind the camera, is the hammock. So small little area, still a nice spot. So hammock's up, tent's up, got a line strung, keeping things organized, keeping hydrated. Oh. Still 40 degrees Celsius. So yeah, all in all, it's coming together, but it's time for firewood. And all in all, with the fire pit right in the center like this, yeah, so I think I might move it over a little bit and make a little bit of room, because that chair is not really going back any further. So I either have to move the fire pit or the chair. I haven't decided yet, but the chair's probably easier, but I don't know. All right, firewood time. Yes. You might have to use my cup and pour it
into yours after it's cold. Well, once we get some holes built up, we'll be able to test it.
I brought the breakfast baggie in too. And all kinds of snacks, munchies, and peanuts, and like peanuts.
I guess that's enough of us yammering. Wait a second. Yeah, it's getting pretty dark. Alright guys, it's getting pretty dark, so I'm going to put the camera away for the night. For dinner, I brought an MRE. I'm having like meatballs in marinara. And I'm sure you guys have seen me eat an MRE before, so I don't need to film that again. And it's just too hot to eat. It really is right now. So it'll be pitch black by the time I get into food. So have a good night, and we will see you in the morning. Who remembers playing with these little guys as a kid? Little millipede. Although, when I was a kid, we called them wire worms.
Morning, guys. Kind of a rough night last night. I woke up in the early mornings, like in the middle of the night, and my back is just being chewed up with mosquitoes right through the hammock. So, like a while back, I did a video about tent versus hammock, and I'm saying, you know, like, either way, it kind of depends on the situation, and, you know, I'm really starting to think that I prefer tent nowadays. Because when I got a mosquito net over my hammock, but they can still eat me through the bottom of the hammock. So it took a long time of jostling around to get my sleeping bag fully underneath me, even though it was pretty warm and I didn't really need, you know, like that extra warmth. I just needed protection from bugs. So got up a little bit later than usual, mostly because of that. Oh, and I had this raccoon like going through all my things a couple of times. I had to get up and literally put everything up in a tree to get rid of this raccoon. So persistent little cuss he was. So we got a fire. We're about to get coffee going soon. And here's something that I've never really shown, other than, you know, maybe me drinking it or whatever. but I've never really shown it. So you put your coffee grounds and your water and whatnot, and that's all screened there. And then you French press it, and voila, coffee. And then, of course, you can put your creamer, your sugar, whatever in there too, if you take that. And pretty styling as well. So that's my camp coffee cup. So I'm gonna get off here and get this water boiled up. So just get ready for breakfast. Coffee on. Kind of puttering around the campsite, and I found this. And the last time I was here, I think it was May 1st, hammock camp with steaks, and I went and I cut this, and I put a bunch of olive oil on it, and used it to cut up the mushrooms and onions for the steaks. And I just found it sort of over to the side of the campsite, so kind of funny. 4 months. 4 months ago I was here, like almost to the day. It's just a couple of days more than 4 months, I guess. And a lot has changed this summer. All for the better too. I'm happier, I'm healthier. I'm trying to lose weight. I go down and I go up a bit, and I go down and I go up, and it's a work in progress. But I don't starve myself, and I don't really deny myself like anything reasonable, because as far as I'm concerned, the only way I'm ever going to be smoking hot is if I'm cremated. So what the heck, I can have a piece of cake once in a while, why not? So okay. Need glove. Okay. What's for breakfast? Well, guys, it is breakfast skillet, hash browns, and scrambled eggs mixed with pork sausage, peppers, and onions. Ready in 10 minutes-ish. You got to take the the oxygen absorbing packet out. That's kind of important because it says do not eat. Like 1,000,000 times on the package. I don't know who would want to eat that. But then again, we eat eggs. And who would look at something that just come out of the butt of a chicken and say, I think I'm going to eat that? Now, gotta stir it. Almost forgot. Last night I had my MRE. Serena had one of these mountain houses. She had the chicken and rice teriyaki, and tried a little spoonful, and wow, it was really good. So I'm expecting that this is going to be pretty good too. So 10 minutes, and I'll be ready to have my breakfast, finish my coffee, start packing up, and head back to civilization, I guess. We're not like all that far out of civilization, to be honest. We're further than last time. We're north of London in, you know, like a forested area along the river. You still hear like maybe the odd siren and the big trucks from the road like way back behind me. But it's nicer here because it's quieter. We've got osprey in the area, you know, doing their thing. Obviously raccoons, and then there's mallard ducks and Canada geese, and there's like a little bit of rapids over here that kind of lulled me to sleep around 3 o'clock in the morning when I finally got to sleep. But I mean, you know, kind of a harsh night, but waking up, campfire, coffee, you know, like my comfy chair, all in all, I got no complaints. So that's it for now, I guess. Talk to you in a bit.
Needs a little bit of salt, but other than that, doesn't make that.
Apparently it needs salt. I, on the other hand, think it's just fine without the salt, but I don't really eat salt. Unless I'm eating cucumber. I put salt on a cucumber and just don't do it. So, my coffee.
Right under your right knee. Under the knee. Yeah.
Thank you. So we made coffee, sipped coffee a little bit until the water was boiled for the breakfast. Measured it, you know, with... Okay, you stole my Nalgene container and left me with the cheap one.
They're both going to the same place.
Thieves, I tell you. So, use my Nalgene container to measure out what's like 12 ounces of water. Boil it, put it in, and then we pretty much broke down the majority of the camp. There's like a few things left to do, and then take the Nalgene containers down to the river, get water to, you know, really put the fire out, and we're ready to go. So, sort of a productive morning. Last time I ate cheese and crackers from my MRE. Now I'm having like eggs and sausage with red pepper and onion hash brown, which is a way better breakfast than what I had before. Not that I really mind the MRE cheese and crackers, you know, just for something to nibble on. But pretty productive morning. I got a decent breakfast, and the campsite is pretty much ready to go. I just got to put my hammock away and pack everything into my vest. Well, my hammock and my sleeping bag have to be packed into my vest. Dishes need to be done and packed away, and then put fire out, ready to go. So, all in all, I will be getting these things again. They're not bad, not bad at all. So, I'll drink my coffee, finish my breakfast, and pack up and get out of here. So I'm just going to sign off now, and thank you guys for coming along with us and watching the video. It was a lot of fun. It was really nice. It was nice coming back here and seeing it in the full bloom of summertime. Because last time I was here, it was spring and it wasn't this overgrown. So it's really nice, and I had a lot of fun, and I'm going to come back here again. Maybe very soon, and maybe with an actual hammock, so that Serena can, you know, give this hammock camp thing a go. But to be honest with you, maybe she could sleep in my hammock and I'll take my tent, because I'm getting sick and tired of being chewed up by the bugs. I'm really starting to prefer the tent over the hammock these days. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.